After seeing so many reports about what was happening, I actually felt like I did not prepare them enough, right? There were conversations that we had at home, of course, but the magnitude to which this was happening, for one thing, I was grateful that the information was being put out there to make us aware, and knowing that I felt like I didn't do enough, I had to change the dynamic of our conversations. So there was one part of me that felt like as a parent I had failed them, and also I felt like their innocence now was no longer there. And so it hurt me, number one, as a parent, to have to now talk about this in true detail with, clearly there's no way to avoid it because it's all over the media and it's something you need to be aware of. And clearly as an African American woman, I felt as though I should have known, but I didn't. Should have known the details, the depth of it, but I didn't. And so I had to show them videos. I remember there was one Facebook video basically to say to an African American child, this is how you would conduct yourself if you were stopped by a police officer. And the fact that I had to do that, but I had to do it. And to show and basically drive it into them. If you are stopped, put your hand on the wheel, right?
Right.
If they say roll down the window, you roll down the window, put your hand back on the wheel. You know, and you address them as yes officer, no officer. And just going through just the steps of what needs to happen, you know, and even with that information in trying to prepare them and staying up at night and feeling like, Lord, please, you know, help me to give them what they need so that they're aware. You know, they're my children. You know, I would never want anything to happen to them. And when you see these reports in the news, as a parent, you can't help but hurt. You can't. You know, you can feel that mother's pain. And never would you ever want to be in that situation. And so I can tell you that I've done all that I can do at this point to give them the awareness and to make them prepared. But the reality is, as black men, they will have to figure it out. There is but so much you can do as a parent. You can prepare them as best you can. But the reality is that they will have to figure it out. And that is scary as a mother. You know, I feel as though I can't protect them. But the greatest thing that I can do is pray over them. You know, pray over them and trust and believe. I'm on my knees every day, you know, regarding my children. And making sure that they're safe and they're, again, mindful.